Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play series. To begin with today, guys, we're going to be doing something weird, something very strange. We're going to be exploiting a bug in the game. This has actually been in the game for quite a while now, and I've always wanted to do like something with it, but I'm worried if I do a big elaborate build revolving around it, it's going to get patched, and then I'm going to have a broken thing in my world. But also, I didn't really understand it too well. Today I got a better idea of how it works, because sometimes it would work for me, and sometimes it wouldn't, and I didn't understand why. But effectively, it allows you to teleport anywhere in your world very quickly, which is very cool. Well, not anywhere in your world, but if you set up the portals properly, basically anywhere you want. So it's a portal glitch. Let's demonstrate first. Look at our coordinates. X, Y, Z. We're at -62 and 524. It approximately divides by 8. I'm still not quite sure about that, though. But if I throw an ender pearl through here, we go to -29 and 89. So it's not always dividing by 8, which is a little weird. And you can tell I've done this before. Got a ladder to escape. So what it's doing, you throw the ender pearl through the portal, and it divides the coordinates of the ender pearl by 8, like it would when it goes to the nether, except it doesn't actually go to the nether. It teleports in the overworld, and then if that chunk is loaded, or if the ender pearl stays loaded long enough, then it will collide with something and you'll teleport. And the flip side to this, guys, if we're in the nether here, instead of dividing by 8, or 8-ish, it multiplies by 8-ish. So if we're at -90 and -374, we should go to roughly 8 times that. Oh, again, you gotta kind of get the ender pearl throw just right too, though. Otherwise you'll hit the... Oh, he went through. There we go. That works. Whoa! Oh, and you can tell I've done that before too. Whoa! Whoa, Nelly! I just about fell to my death. Yeah, be careful about digging straight down after you do that, apparently. Ooh, fortress. Big fortress. Alright guys, so we are over at the Amplified base now. We're going to see if we can use this portal trick, Creeper Blast, to our advantage. We're going to see if we can get a quick way back home using it. How hard is it to actually link up the coordinates and stuff? That's what we're trying to figure out. So we're going to set up a brand new portal here. We're going to throw it into the left block every time. Let's plan for that. See if we can get it to take us somewhere. Yeah, we went somewhere. Underground, that's good. Kind of. So we're at -9 and -636. Okay, sounds like I heard a pig. So we're not all the way back home. What we would do now is set up another portal, and that'll take us pretty much the rest of the way back to 0, 0. Okay. Alright, let's see if this is broken. There might be some repercussions to doing this, guys. Don't do it in your world. Bugs can actually be bad sometimes. Yeah, that's weird. That is really weird. I don't think this was here before. I'm just saying, some odd things have happened. Okay, that might be why my gold farm had so much portal trouble too, because I've done this a long time ago. Maybe I broke the portals. I don't know. And if we... Actually, I think we gotta fly it, don't we? Let's see. If we fly this way, am I gonna teleport eventually? 'Cause that's what happened last time. Let's see if it happens this time. Yeah. Oh man, that's weird. That is some weird stuff happening. So I think some of the ender pearls actually went through this portal, and then when the chunk loaded again, it teleported me there. And now if we go through again... Okay, let's look at our coordinates this time. So we're at minus 45, minus 5,085. There we go. I wonder if it duplicates the ender pearls. Kind of wondering if that's what's happening now. Okay, and do it again. Come on. I can't figure out the distance, though. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that takes us to here. Minus 45 and minus 107. We're pretty much... Oh, think I can take off from the water? Ah, it's too much work. That takes us pretty much home now. We are right over here. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I found this guy, by the way. Remember how we lost the creeper? He somehow made his way over to this boat. And he's fine. He's all good. Let's try out the portal once more here. And see if it's still glitched out. If it is, I'm going to try reload my game and see if that fixes it. Still glitched out? Yeah, still glitched out. Okay, so the world has been reloaded. The game has been reloaded. Let's see if it's still messed up. I'm really hoping it's not. It's not. Whoo! So it was saving it in memory somewhere, but it didn't actually have a permanent effect on my world. That's good. That is very good. But anyways, I'm going to play around with that a little bit more probably, and hopefully figure out some of the finer details to it. The thing I learned about it today, though, sometimes when you throw the ender pearl through the portal, it doesn't actually teleport you. And that happens, I'm pretty sure, because when the ender pearl goes through, it loads the chunk, but only for a short amount of time. So if it's like in an open air area, and the ender pearl has to fly several seconds for it to hit something, it's going to unload the chunk before that happens. So you need to put the portals in like an area with a lot of blocks around. I'm guessing, is what I understand now. Anyways, our goal for today, guys, we're trying to build a super smelter. We looked into this last time, and it's actually a pretty complicated thing to do here. So if we put the items in the chest, the hopper minecart pulls them out super fast, but then the problem comes up is how do we distribute the items from the hopper minecart here? Because if we put them into a normal hopper, it's slow. If we put like 8 hopper minecarts underneath this chest, how do you separate the hopper minecarts then? Because they're all together, you know. And how do you separate them quickly? You can't really. The other problem is hopper minecarts are kind of broken, in my opinion. They can't. So here's some bad game design, or it's a bug or something. Like regular hoppers can pull items out of a chest, and they can put items into a chest. They have a pull and push, or pull and put mechanic to them. Hopper minecarts can only pull items. They can't put anything into a chest. The only reason why this hopper got items is because it pulled it out of the hopper minecart. If we didn't have hoppers, you could not unload hopper minecarts. Alright guys, so let's get started on our super smelter here. I've decided to put it across from the nexus. We're going to line it up in the middle here. And the first thing we got to do is dig a hole. So let's dig a hole. Most of the smeltery stuff is going to be underground. I figure we'll need to go down 8 blocks. And oh, there's redstone there. Oh, I think that was from the ender porter. Yes. Yes, it was. That's fine. Yes. How far down are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're actually pretty close here. Maybe we'll shave off a little bit more. Alright, very good. We got ourselves a hole dug here. Now I'm going to put down a layer of wooden planks. I'm trying something different here. Usually when I do redstone, I dig out the bare minimum and then keep expanding as I need more space. This way, we're going to have plenty of space. We'll be able to look around and walk around our redstone build as we build it. And it'll look nicer, more pleasant, because we have a beautiful wood floor. Aha. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how to play this game. And there we go, guys. Cool. So let's see if we can design this together. I have a rough idea of what I'm doing, but I haven't worked out all the details to this build yet, so that's the fun part. But basically on the ground here, I want a rail line to pick up items out of the furnaces, so there'll be hopper minecarts at this level. There'll be furnaces at this level, and to put the items into the furnace, we'll have a hopper here. We got to figure out the heights to all these things, because we're building this in reverse, which makes it complicated. And then there'll be another hopper minecart running over top of that. Alright, so then we'll fill it at this level. Yeah, okay. So I marked out our center here, and we're going to try to build this together. In case you guys want to copy it, I want you to see how I do it. If you don't know, as a YouTuber, it's very difficult to build in Minecraft while talking. The only way I can do it personally is if I create like a rough outline in memory, my brain, instead of using short-term memory for what I want to say. It's a complicated process, guys. So I got a rough idea of what I want to build here and a rough idea of what I want to say, basically. So what we're trying to do is build a super fast furnace array here, and I've decided we're going to split 64 furnaces into 8 groups. So there's going to be 8 groups of 8 furnaces. Each of the groups will have 1 hopper minecarts for delivering the items into the furnace, 1 hopper minecart for filling it with fuel, and another hopper minecart for picking up the items. So 3 total for a grand total of 24. 3 times 8, 24. That's a lot of hopper minecarts. I didn't realize that till just now. But there'll be a track running up across here with 1 hopper minecart. There'll be another track running across here with another one. And the key here to making this super fast, guys, is we're going to be using a splitter in the middle here. This is a technical thing I've never built before, but if you need super fast piping, this might be something you want to use. Let's see. Oh, I might have got the positions wrong here. Let's see. How would this work? We would want to come out 2 blocks on this side, probably. It's like we have an odd number center, but it's actually an even build. So it's going to be a bit confusing. I think there's going to be some blocks down here. The track's actually going to go all the way up to here. You need a block next to the track so that when it gets powered, it'll actually make the minecart move. All right. And the other key to this is we're going to have a hopper filling the minecart. But as we saw, hoppers are slow. So we need to make many hoppers and distribute the load among all of them is the plan. So what we got to do is something like this, I think. We'll mirror it on this side as well. Whoops. Don't do that. And then there's going to be 2 double chests here. So I think, which way? I think we want them this way. And then trap chests, so we can place it next to that. So the most the maximum number of hoppers you can put under a double chest is 2 regular hoppers, right? So that allows 2 items to be pulled out at a time here instead of just 1. So that makes it a little bit faster. And then we do that over here too. Let's see. But now in order to supply 2 items at a time, we need to connect 2 hoppers to this chest as well. So to do that, we're going to have 1 hopper here, 1 hopper there, 2 total. Goes into 2 down here. And we'll do that. Likewise, 2 to this one. And we do something like that. Okay. Then we copy that again over here. And now that we've mirrored it, this is what it looks like. So the whole point of all of this here pretty much is just to create some distance between the hoppers at the top there. Like that hopper there kind of just corresponds to that one there to that one there, that to that, that to that, that to that. The reason we want some distance between these hoppers is so we can control the hopper minecarts easily down there. If the 8 hopper minecarts were underneath these 8 hoppers at the top, how would we ever launch them? We need the blocks next to the hopper minecarts to launch them, right? So just makes it a lot easier to deal with them. And now what we're going to do, we're going to hop on here and put in our splitter main system thing. So hopper minecart here, we're going to use 2 in total. And I believe these are 4 times faster at picking up items than regular hoppers. I'm pretty sure anyways. So this works out beautifully because each hopper minecart is going to go into 4 regular hoppers, like so. And then what we want to do is put a chest above these, a double chest, to again speed it up here. So I think we're going to put it right here, right? Got to be careful how I nudge these. So above this one, we're going to have one side of the chest, and then above this one, the other side of it. All right, so the contents of this chest should get split using these hopper minecarts into the 8 hoppers we have down there. Let's try it out. So if we put in a stack of stone bricks, you see how fast that empties too? It's so cool. So this should get 8. No. Okay, these are not positioned properly. Which one's wrong? So that got 16. That got 16. Okay, so they all went to this side. Aha. Let's reposition this. So this one, for some reason, must be too far away. Or is it because there's a block over top? Does that matter? I don't think it does. Yeah, that was faster, right? Yeah, that was pretty fast. So now 8 in each of these. Right? Yeah. Looks good. All right, so this will give you a better idea of what we have to do here. So that line there is for the fuel. That's for the items, items, fuel, fuel, items, items, fuel. Is the way I got this arranged. This is where the floor of the smeltery building is going to be, where we are here. So if we want to smelt something, all we got to do is look down, put it in the chest, and then it'll go into the furnaces very quickly, hopefully, is what we're trying to do. Let's check out the speed of this, by the way. Now, as we said before, the only way to unload a hopper minecart is with regular hoppers, right? So we're limited by the hopper speed still. So if we put 64 in here, it still has that slow filling time on this, unfortunately. But we got to wait for it to get 8 items at the very least, I think. Then we will send these hopper minecarts off. They'll run down this line, drop off 1 item to each of the furnaces, and then bounce back to pick up some more items. If they have 16 items in, they will drop off 1 item on the return trip as well, which is fine as well. Yeah, and then hopper minecarts will drop off fuel into these, and then this one over here will pick up the items. So I smelted one thing here. Yeah, you see it's got some cracked stone in there. So if we send off the minecarts, they were silent. That was weird. You see it picked up the cracked stone, put it in here. Then press this one to send them back. Oh yeah, and another cool thing about this extra stuff we added here is it gives us a lot of storage space because we got 4 double chests over there. We can't just, for example, hook up a hopper to this chest here because then we're limited by the speed of the hopper, right? So they would funnel down way too slow, and you could only actually smelt like 1 double chest of things. By doing it this way, we basically have storage for 5 double chests, plus all the hopper space and stuff like that. So the only limiting factor to it is you got to wait for the items to get out of this chest before you can put more in. But that happens very quickly. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And since we're dropping the items off here to be smelted, we probably want to pick them up here after they've been smelted too. Would be ideal. Probably 2 or 3 double chests here. Maybe use hoppers then. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we don't. Let's just plan for 1 double chest and then we'll try to improve it if we can. So to get the items up here, I think we're going to use dropper elevators, not water streams, because they're more reliable, and I think we can make them work faster too. So from here, where the minecart drops the stuff off that's been smelted, where did that go? It's in here. I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, that'll go into here, and then we want to set up a dropper here, I would say, and here. And then start a line of droppers going down like this. And likewise on the other side, there'll be a dropper over here. I hope you guys aren't too bored by this. We've been doing a lot of building lately, and some people have called me out on it. It's like, man, you never do technical builds anymore, Etho. So, yeah, today's a technical build day. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, so this part of the build is a little bit of a challenge as well because we're going to have to deal with a whole bunch of items all at once. So when these make their return, they're going to start dropping off 8 blocks that'll go into this dropper at each of these stations, 8 of them in total, right? So we got to send 64 items through the droppers very quickly. That's why I want to double up, have like two chains of them. I think that'll help it out for one thing. And all we got to do, I think, is run a redstone line like that across, and also make sure they reach these over here. So do something like that. We got to make sure it doesn't connect to the wires up there. So this is going to get very cramped in here. There'll be blocks running along there. That should be good. Actually, I think we may have just created a bottleneck here. I'm not sure. Let's try this out, because we have 8 droppers converging into 2. That's bad news. That is bad news. That's a traffic jam. So when this would return the items, it'll drop off 8 blocks into each of these droppers. So we're going to simulate that here. We got 8 in each of these. And when we flip this comparator clock on, let's see how long it takes to unload all of this. And stop. That's several seconds. Several seconds. Maybe we change some of these. Like we could have 4 item elevators. So 8 down to 4. It's still a little bit of a bottleneck, but it won't be as bad. Change this to go this way. You know, on second thought here, this quad elevator might be a little bit overkill. It'll shave 2 or 3 seconds off of our overall smelting time. Like if we're doing 1 stack of items, that would be nice. But if we're doing a whole bunch of items, like a chest full, it's not going to really affect the smelting time by very much, honestly. Because it takes items 10 seconds to smelt in a furnace. So as long as we get the items out of the furnace, up the elevator into the storage chest, within those 10 seconds, it shouldn't be much of a problem. So we could probably get away with even 1 item elevator. But I might try to do 2. Or even 4. I'm not sure yet. Here is the comment for today, guys. We're going to wrap up here. It says, how is your headset situation now? Is it better or still a mess? It is still a mess, guys. It is a disaster, I tell you. I've tried, I think, 5 to 10 different headsets now. Some of them I can't return to the stores. They've all been terrible. Absolutely terrible. I even bought one very good microphone. I bought an AT2035. That's a XLR microphone with an audio interface, and I've even downloaded software for it so I can fine-tune my audio frequencies in my voice if I want to sound more or less high-pitch and all that kind of stuff. But just couldn't get it to sound very good. I think maybe there's a problem with my audio card in my computer here, and hopefully when I get a new computer it's going to work, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to throw money at this situation. So until then, I'm still using my 2 garbage. They're not garbage. The microphone is awesome in the GT330s or GX330s. What, I don't know what they're called. But the frame is broken on them. I've super glued them back together, which worked very good actually. The padding on the earphones has fallen off, so I've put Kleenex around them, and it looks very funny. But it works. It keeps my ears comfortable. And also sometimes The speakers quit working, but if I adjust the volume on them, they work again, and also the mute doesn't work, and yeah, it's a bad situation, but it's a discontinued headset, so I just can't buy more of them either, which sucks. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, guys. We'll try to continue this another time. It's a bit of a bigger build, but thank you for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.